As Gandhi says, I don't let anybody with dirty feet walk in my mind. You better wipe your feet at the door. Some of you on the way to school today, you were thinking about yesterday. Some of you on the way to school today, you were thinking about tomorrow. You were thinking about this class. What kind of kooky professor am I going to get? Am I going to do well this semester? I wish it was summer. I wish summer wasn't over. I wish the real gig here is that internal quest, uncovering what are you paying attention to and why. Because what you pay attention to turns into your life, and then you blink and you turn 50 and you look back and you go, what the fuck happened? Next level. It is Monday, August 27th, 2018, and that means nothing else than the official end of summer and brand new school year. I'm kind of hesitating here because it's just absolutely insane how fast everything goes. You new parents out there, you're going to get all sorts of advice. You're going to get all sorts of people trying to tell you this is how you should do this. And I talked about this in the last vlog. The one thing they're right about, everything else they're pretty much wrong about. The one thing they're right about is this thing goes really, really fast. Fall 2018. Wowzer Mauser. I guess this is a pretty good time to tell you how much I absolutely hate the education system, how far behind the times it is. You'll never hear a writing professor say this, but it's absolutely atrocious how absolutely untenable it seems, and how the gap between what's really happening in the real world and what we're teaching our students, and the lack of risk-taking, the lack of innovation, the lack of wanting to trigger and discuss things that may make their students, aka customers, feel uncomfortable. It's a tragedy. $1.5 trillion. $1.5 trillion. I mean, if you could even fathom that, that's the amount of student debt that has piled up to this date. 1.5 trillion. I'm a part of that. I got my master's degree 20 years ago, practically. I don't even want to mention when I got my master's degree. $1.5 trillion. It's just insanity. It's absolutely insanity. Education has become, unfortunately, a terrible business. I'm not saying it's a waste of time. I'm not saying it's a waste of money. But as I always tell my students, don't take my word for anything. Even what I'm saying right now, investigate for yourself. Investigate for yourself. I tell my students all the time in class, I want you to think I'm full of... I want you to think that. You tell me in the comments, why would I tell my students? Why would I tell my students that I want you to think I'm full of it? Give me one other professor on the planet that would ever dare tell their students, I want you to think I'm full of it. I dare you to find another one. And let me know in the comments, why would I even say that? Why would I dare even tell my students that? The system is atrocious. The system is garbage. But I love the students. And I'm a natural-born teacher. I'm a natural-born coach. Hence why I have my online agency and I'm teaching at the university. Because my students, there's no greater feeling. On that stage, I shine. It's another reason why I do professional speaking too. So it's going to be interesting, to say the least. I'm thinking about going Ray Donovan today. It's kind of, I'm at that point right now. Let me get some light on this thing. I'm at that point where it's like right at the threshold of too early to shave, kind of too early. I mean, there's really no such thing as too early to shave, but it's at that point, and guys will not feel this. Maybe, I don't know, maybe women will too. But it's, you know, when you get a nice couple of days of not shaving, it's you know when your face is ripe and ready for the shave, and you know when you're cutting it close, and I mean literally cutting it close, where it's just not quite, grown in as much to where you're susceptible to cuts, and cuts suck. This is the hardest, part of your body to shave. It really is. There's so many contours and curves and, different, surface changes and undulations, if you will. So I think I might go Ray Donovan today. Kind of crazy. What do you think? Yeah. What do you guys think of my shirt? There's a part of me that really likes the fact that more and more people are becoming aware of the sort of, I don't even know how else to put this, but not the uselessness, but maybe the lack of the guarantee that education promises. That it's not always a done deal if you get a piece of paper that your whole life is going to be figured out and you're going to get a job. And I mean, the statistics, I'm not really a big believer in statistics, but you just feel it, and I go by my audience. I go by you. I go by what you guys tell me. I go by what my students tell me. And just an overall sense that, gosh, this isn't working. It's just not working. I listen. I really pay attention to what you guys tell me in class. I pay attention to what you guys say about the job market. I pay attention to the types of concepts that you're learning in your other classes and other universities and your graduate school, your undergraduate school, or what have you, your doctoral program. I pay attention, and it troubles me. It really, really troubles me. How do I look? Do I look okay? Am I ready to go? Should I button this or should I go cool and loose? I'm thinking cool and loose. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'll probably get fired today. The name of the game is self-investigation. That's the bottom line. You got to figure this stuff out for yourself. You're going to get great pointings, great teachings just from life, just from LIFE. Hopefully you'll get some great tutelage from people around you, your friends, your mentors, your coaches, your professors, your teachers, your parents. And that's fantastic. But the reason that I always say don't take my word for anything is because, you guys already know this, is because I want you to figure it out for yourself. Because when you investigate for yourself and really verify, why should I be understanding this? Why should I take heed? Why do I need to absorb this information or this concept or this pointing or this idea? Then it really can plant roots. It can plant roots in here, and it sticks, and it's experiential. It's not just theoretical. It's not just fodder for parties to make yourself sound like you're smart and cool. Teacher's best weapon. You know what I mean. I love doing this. I don't know why. I just do. Okay, I just arrived at class. One thing I just wanted to say really quickly about education is that the biggest problem with education that I see is that what it really should do is follow the business model. The business model is listen to your customers. Listen to your audience. Listen to their wants, their needs, their pains, their desires, their problems. We're not going to our students. We're not going to we're not coming to an understanding of the culture and realizing that the way that they communicate, the way that they interact, the way that they make sense of the world doesn't even come close to how we feel they should be taught. And that's where the big gap is, and that's where it just gets really problematic. One thing that professors don't talk about, and the feeling that you get in a brand new class, I talked about this on an Instagram story once, but the feeling that you get, the nerves, because it's a performance. It's also your job. But there's that feeling. It's the same thing with the public speech. It's like you get that adrenaline pumping. I mean, I'm minutes away from performing right now, and I never plan anything out. I always, always, always know exactly what I'm talking about, which is why my lectures come out the way they do. If you know what you're talking about, it will work out. You're like ready to drop. She's giving me a look like, I don't know about this dude. She's like, I don't think I want to take this guy's class. What's your first name?
Blake.
Blake. Okay, I'm just teasing. This is a class about your inner game. You guys are the most beautiful people on earth. You have an outer game that dominates. Dominates. Southern California? You kidding me? These are the most beautiful people on earth. Not earth, earth. What about your inner game? Who are you? Aristotle asked this question 2,000 years ago. Who am I? What's my purpose? What am I supposed to be doing? Should I be going out with him? Should I be going out with her? Do I really want to have kids with this dude? Is this what I want to do for the rest of my life? How can you decide that if you don't know who you are? 18 to 24. This is the greatest age of discovery, 18 to 24. Your name and your word is dependent upon how you understand where you position yourself in this thing called life. You're early.
There's still like 0 space.
0 space. I'm really sorry. Yeah. Are you in this class, sir?
Yes.
You're late and you're in this class?
Yeah.
Who do you think you are? You think you're Beyonce?
Yes, sir, I am.
Jeez Louise. What's your name?
DJ.
DJ. Hi, DJ.
How
Come on in. Good. How are you? How do you communicate in the everyday world? How do you communicate with your friends, your family, your peers, your colleagues, your coworkers? How do you get your purpose across? That's what this class is all about. Your ability to wield words, your ability to construct meaning, to me is everything. You could be the greatest scientist on the planet. You could be the greatest dancer that the world has ever seen. You could be the greatest inventor. You could be the next Steve Jobs. You could be the next Mark Zuckerberg. But if you don't know how to get that across to an audience, you got goose egg. Nada. Nathan. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya. First day of class went really, really well. The students are awesome. Absolutely love it. I love getting the kind of feedback. Already getting people asking me, waitlist people are dying to be in the class. It just makes it all worth it. It's just so re-encouraging because you always have reservations. You always are not really certain how it's going to work out. And when it does, it just feels amazing. And that's just a little taste. Hopefully you enjoyed the vlog. Yeah, that's what I do. That's what I do day in and day out, month after month, semester after semester. I just want to say a great big thank you to you guys. It really means a lot to me that you guys watch these vlogs. I do them for you, Nez Nation, and I want to make them as good as possible, as high quality as possible, as valuable as possible. We're helping you to discover your purpose. It's very, very important. Communicate your message and impact your audience, both internally and externally. More importantly, your inner game. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. It just means the world to me. Please leave a comment below. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought of the vlog. Let me know what you would like to see more of. Let me know what you'd prefer and what kind of videos, that you want to see the most. And I'm going to do my best to accommodate you guys. Love you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.